talk to each of the drivers. They'll introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about what they've got going on, and then they will each have 30 seconds on the clock to make as much noise as humanly possible.
A 101 hand-built 85 2016 F-250
29 Model A 5-window coupe, got a 509 Big Rock Chevy. You're gonna make some noise.
Yeah, no kidding. I think my head could fit into this header. Well, you want to count us down? Take it away. You saw the Model A. How are you feeling about your chances?
We'll see.
Ah, go for the underdog. I like that. All right, guys, make some noise for our S4. Well, that's what we're here for, right? So start your engines. We're going to go for you. You can take it out when you're ready. Window doesn't work. Listen, that's a 95. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what's going on.
My 95. Got a little leg, started a little head, minor stock bottom end, and black devil with the
30 seconds on the clock to see you give us what you got here. We're going to take it off of you so you can start it whenever you're ready. What's going on here?
My name's Rob. I'm from New Holland. I got a square body here with just a small block crate engine. Nothing special done.
How are you feeling against the Model A here?
I'm voting for him.
Oh, you're voting for
I want to come here and have some fun.
That's what it's all about. So you're going to kick us off. Whenever you're ready, you can get started. 30 seconds on the clock. Jacob was in our burnout competition earlier. He had to cut his burnout a little bit short because he does have to drive it home. I'm glad to see there is some rubber left, but now you're going to try your hand at our revving. So why don't you reintroduce yourself and tell us what's going on?
Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Brown. I live 3.5 hours away from here. I'm about somewhere around, what's the name of the place? I live in Fairville. Yeah, I'm close to Corning, New York. That's a good place to put it.
Introduce yourself, tell us what's going on here.
I'm Brian Beck.
Exactly, so what's the exhaust setup? Do you know what's going on here?
Right now it's open headers.
Open headers. What's going on here?
My name is Luke. This is a Mustang inspired by a very small one. Also got full masters, also
Whenever you are ready. Show us what he's got for our C10. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us about your car?
I'm Isaac. I just bought this small last year. It's an 80K Paragon and it drops right down from there.
Tell us what's going on.
My name's Greg, 2350.
mine, but I got to mess up performance on here. It's a little quieter than I'd like it to be, but the rouse was just too much for what I do.
Oh, my buddy Will wants to know if we should add a third car into the mix. Bring one up. All right, I think so. Will, let's bring a third car over.
No, this is my 2017 Mustang GT, and I'm currently running what am I proud of?
What you got going on?
Hey, I'm Sean, and this is a 2013 GT California Special.